guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing something a bit different, and the topic that I'm going to be discussing today, I actually was kind of inspired to do my own video on the subject matter from Nightmare Maven. Sorry, brain fart. Nightmare Maven, like I said, she's another YouTuber who talks about horror movies and stuff. Big horror nut fan like the rest of us. Really cool person. She seems pretty down to earth. She's not one of these like troller type people at all. Like her a lot. Go check her out if you guys have never watched her. But she posted a video yesterday about like mental illness in horror movies, and this was kind of for her inspired by she had watched the movie Split, and I guess after she watched it, she was kind of like looking up like other reviews and stuff on the movie, and she said that she kind of came across quite a few sort of like clickbaity type of articles that seem to be kind of like were put out there to sort of invoke sort of like some sort of reaction from people, trying to invoke like an outrage to people about the portrayal of mental illness in horror movies. And I was like, good subject, good topic, really good video. Like, she was kind of saying how, like, like there should be a huge deal about like mental illness being portrayed in horror movies. Don't think there's anything wrong with it, and I agree with her with that. Like, she even made a really good point that she said something along the lines of like horror is about like society's in general deepest fears, and I totally agree with that. And mental illness is a very scary thing. No matter like kind of what you're talking about along the lines of mental illness, whether it's depression, bipolar, Alzheimer's, multiple personalities, or dissociative disorders, such as what Split kind of deals with, or schizophrenia and everything. Very well done video that she did. And like I said, I totally agree with what she says in this video, with her opinion and everything. And I actually even commented on her video. I was like, oh yeah, like I totally agree with you on this. Like, I don't see anything wrong with mental illness as a subject matter in horror movies. As a matter of fact, I actually had, growing up, a pretty close relative who suffered with schizophrenia, and for a long time was kind of mistreated and untreated. So I really kind of saw a lot of different effects of that disease. Along with, I made a video quite a few months ago about my grandmother having Alzheimer's. That's another mental illness and everything. And, I told her, I was like, yeah, seeing it firsthand, like, I have absolutely no problem with seeing it in a horror movie. As a matter of fact, I even kind of said this in the comments too, like, when I see a movie that kind of does mental illness, like, I don't want to say it well, but like portrays it in like such a light where it's like good story, doesn't make it seem cartoonish or anything, I'm like, yeah, this movie hit it on the head, like, absolutely. For instance, like something like Jacob's Ladder, Split, obviously. I think Nightmare Maven, she even kind of like mentioned, like, you can even kind of see Psycho in that light a little bit. I totally agree, sort of that identity crisis sort of that Norman Bates goes through and everything. But yeah, like I said, just, even for someone like me speaking from personal experiences, like I feel like horror is like a really good avenue to go down with mental illness. Like, I don't think there should be any sort of an outrage from people who are like, oh no, you're giving mental illness a bad name. Well, like, I'm sorry, but once again, the way that mental health is kind of, treated. Like I said, I've seen it firsthand. You guys really need to kind of step up your game and treat it correctly. So, first off, in reality, we need to figure out how to deal with this correctly before you start bashing horror movies. Just saying. Just saying. Um, she said something else too that I thought of. That I was gonna bring up, but now I can't even remember it. But go watch her video though. Like I said, she's very good video on the subject matter of mental illness in horror movies and everything. But yeah, I just like I said, I feel like mental illness is a pretty good um, subject matter for horror movie because, like I said, it's a horror unto itself. No matter what kind of mental illness we're talking about, like I said, whether it's like Alzheimer's or schizophrenia or multiple personalities and stuff, like it just. And plus too, I think it's a reflection on us because I feel like a lot of us are very fearful of like, what if that's us? Like, what if one of us has like a multiple personality disorder or dissociative personality disorder? That's a very scary thing, and it's understandable to be scared. But like I said, it's horror can be like have like a lot of like social commentary, which I know a lot of you guys. I don't even need to explain that, but I feel like for non-horror fans, it's like, dude, it's a horror movie. It's irrelevant, not true at all. I like I said, I feel that horror can be a very relevant avenue for these sort of subjects and be have a little social commentary on certain things. Absolutely. And actually, like I think way back when the book A Beautiful Mind was made into a movie. Like, did anyone get all up in arms of like, oh, you can't do this movie. Oh, it portrays schizophrenia in a bad light. Like, no. That movie was well done. It was, but let me tell you, like that was like a cakewalk. It seemed like compared to like our experiences with it. Not saying that wasn't like a legit movie because it was based on a true story, but I'm just saying like comparison, like horror movie. If that was done as a horror movie, I'm like, I want some scares. But yeah, like I said, I just I kind of thought of this. I've been thinking about it since I saw her video this morning. I was like, God, that's a good subject. That's a good subject. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Like, do you guys think that's what I was going to mention, because she said, like mental illness in general is kind of like still a very kind of like taboo subject and everything. And it is. It kind of is. I agree with her on that as well. But it's like, you know what? Let's not be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to like, make a movie, dealing with mental illness, whether it's in horror or another genre. Like, just, let's, I feel like movies like this or situations like this where it's like, it's helping us like talk about it and bring attention to the subject matter, and hopefully it'll make it like untaboo. But yeah, like I said, I want to know what you guys think. And like I said, please go check out her video, Nightmare Maven. Like I said, I've been checking her out for quite a while. Actually, I think I started checking her out way before I even started thinking about doing a YouTube channel. So, like I said, she seems like a pretty cool girl, pretty down to earth and everything. And she's definitely not one of these like trollers out there. So, go check her out. Check out this, especially this video so you guys kind of know, like where I'm coming from and everything with this video. Because I don't want to like necessarily say like, because like I said, I agree with, what she said, her opinion and everything, but I don't want to seem like I'm just plagiarizing her video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Whether you agree with me or not, but I just, I want to know. I want to know what you guys think about this with mental illness in horror movies. But till the next time, you guys, I hope you guys stay creepy and classy, and as always, a little bit sassy.